Bonjour à tous. And aujourd'hui, on va apprendre la grammar. So today we are going to learn about the grammar, that is the third component in your book, French textbook. And let's see the content. So here I gave 6 contents, which is based on your first lesson. Le pronom sujet, that is your subject pronoun. Le verb auxiliary verbs. Le groupe de conjugation, that is a conjugation group. And le present de l'indicatif, indicative present. Expression de la cause, expression of the cause. And la negation, it's a negative adjectives. So today we are going to see about this 6 content. And let's see the next slide. What is the first content? Les pronoms sujet. What is the meaning of le pronom sujet? That is a personal pronoun. Le pronom personnel sujet est un mot qui remplace un sujet. So what does it mean? The personal pronoun is a word that replaces a subject, and they can be the first, second or third person, and they can also be a singular or plural. And the subject pronouns are I, you, he, she, it, we and they. These are the subject pronoun in English. In French also same. Let's see. Singular. What are the singular subject? Je, I, tu, you, il, he and she. What are the plural subject? Nous, we, vous, you, il, they and they. These are all plural subject. And for the singular subject, je, it's a first person singular, I, and tu, it's a second person singular, you. It is used for the informal conversation like your friends or younger than you. And next, il, he, that is third person masculine singular, al, she, that is third person feminine singular. And next, move to the plural subject. Nous, first person plural, that is we. And vous, second person plural, that is you. It can be used for the singular as well as the plural. If it is singular, mean you have to use for your elder person, like your brother, father, mother, and it is used for the formal conversation. And il, it is third person masculine plural, it means they. And al, it is third person feminine plural, they. It depends upon the gender like masculine and feminine. This is all about the pronoun sujet. Let's move to the second one. Être et avoir verb. Être means to be and avoir means to have. Verbs of present. These two verbs you have to conjugate in present tense. So to be and to have, present indicative. Let's see the definition of this verb. These two verbs are auxiliary verbs. La conjugation des verbes être et avoir doit être parfaitement connue. So the conjugation of verb to be and to have must have be perfectly known, and ces deux verbes sont utilisés dans la conjugation des temps composés. So these are the two verbs are used to conjugate in the past tense as well as the present tense also. And ces sont des auxiliaires. These two verbs are auxiliary verbs. See the first verb, être verb conjugation. Je suis, tu es, il est, elle est, nous sommes, vous êtes, ils sont, elles sont. This is the conjugation for être verb. What is the meaning of je suis? I am. Tu es, you are. Il est, he is. Elle est, she is. Nous sommes, we are. Vous êtes, you are. Ils sont, they are. Elles sont, they are. This is the conjugation for être verb. Next, move to the avoir verb. J'ai, tu as, il a, elle a. Nous avons, vous avez, ils sont, elles sont. So what is the meaning of j'ai, I have. Tu as, you have. Il a, he has. Elle a, she has. Nous avons, we have. Vous avez, you have. Ils ont, they have. Also, they have. So this is all about the our verb. And third content, what is the third content? Le groupe de la conjugation. That is a group of conjugation. En français, les verbes pouvons être classés dans trois groupes différents. So in French, verbs can be classified into three different groups. That is premier group, deuxième group, troisième group. So premier group is a first group, deuxième it's a second, and troisième it's a third. Premier groupe, les verbes dont l'infinitive se termine en er. So first group, whose infinitive ends with er. What is the meaning of infinitive? Means the verb without conjugation is called what? Infinitive du verb. So the first group, it always ends with er. And deuxième group, c'est qui termine en er. So second group, those ends with the ir. And this second group, infinitive verb, it always ends with ir. And troisième groupe, that is the third group, apprentillons à ce groupe tous les verbes irréguliers. So third group, which is based on all the irregular verb, belongs to this group only. So the verb can be classified into two types of verb. One is regular and another one is what? Irregular. For the regular verb only, we have to add the endings. For irregular verb, we have to read and write the conjugation for the irregular verb. It's like a different spelling, which is indifferent to the infinitive verb. So this is all about the third content, le groupe de la conjugation. And move to the fourth content, les présents, that is the present tense. What is the definition for the present tense? Le présent de l'indicatif est un temps simple, un seul mot qui peut exprimer. So present indicative is a simple time in one word. Un seul mot means what? And one word, keep exprimer, that can express. And what is about it about present tense means a tense expressing an action that is currently going or regular performed. So that is about present tense. And this present tense, when we use to the present tense, one is an une action en train de se réaliser. So it means an action being carried out. See the example. En ce moment, je lis la leçon. So what is the meaning of this one? Right now. En ce moment means what? Right now, I am reading the lesson. Je lis la leçon means what? I am reading the lesson. So en ce moment, which is refers to une action en train de réaliser, which is based on action being carried out. See, lis est le verbe lire conjugué au présent de l'indicatif. So lire is a verb, lis, and the which verb conjugation means lire verb. Lire means what? To read, that you have to conjugate in present. And next, une action habituelle. Une action habituelle means what? An habitual actions, like a regular action. See the example. Mama me lit une histoire tous les soirs. So Mama, I read a story every evening. So that every evening, it refers to an une action habitual, that is a regular action. So tous les soirs means what? Every evening he used to read what? Read a story. And see, lit est le verbe. Here also, read, it's a verb that they are conjugated in present tense. And in verite means what? A truth. For this purpose also, we can use the present tense. Indépendant du moment où l'on une remarque. So, a truth or a remarque. See the example. En France, les enfants apprennent la lecture vers 6 ans. So in France, children learn to read at around 6 years old. So this is the truth, one of the truth in France. Within that year, they have to learn about thing. See the example. Apprendre est le verbe. So apprendre, it's a verb. It means to learn. conjugé au présent de l'indicatif. Here they conjugate it in present tense only. So this is all about the present tense definition. So what is the usage of this one is what an action is being carried out, and second one is what an habitual action, that is a regular action, and third is a truth or remark. We can use the present tense for these three things. Let us move to the next slide. See, first one, like conjugation. Conjugation, it's a conjugation only. Les verbes du premier groupe dont l'infinitif se termine en er se conjuguent comme chanter. So what does it mean? The verbs of the first group whose infinitive it ends with er. I told you in the before slide itself, the first group it always ends with er only. Or conjugated one verb chanter. Chanter it ends with what? Er. It means to sing. So their conjugations are le conjugation se terminent par that conjugation. What is the endings for that er group? As, ons, zat, ante, ante. This is the endings for the first group. That is e, es, e, ons, ez, ent, ent. See the example. Chanter. Chanter means what? To sing. So you have to remove the er and add the first group endings. Je chante, I sing. Tu chantes, you sing. Il chante, he sings. Elle chante, she sings. Nous chantons, we sing. Vous chantez, you sing. Ils chantent, they sing. Elles chantent, they sing. So this is the endings for the first group. E, es, e, ons, ez, ent, ent. So this is all about the first one. And let us move to the next slide. And quelques particularités parmi les verbes du premier group. Some particularities are there for the first group. Some set of rules are there. Let us see the rules. So first, there is the second one. Verbs YER. Le devions vos trois personnes du singulier et à la trois personnes du pluriel. So the verb ends with the YER. The Y becomes in the three-person singular. What are the three-person singular? First person singular is je, second person singular is tu, and third person singular is il or elle. Et la troisième person du pluriel. And the third person plural, what are the third person plural? That is il and elle. ILS or ELLES. That is the third person plural. So for that only we have to remove the Y and add the ending. See the example. SUA verb. SUA verb, it ends with what? YER. And what is the endings? UIE. I told you no. What is the rule for this one? The verb ends with YER. You have to remove the E for the third 3%. That is je, tu, il or elle. Je suis, tu essuies, il essuie, elle essuie. Nous essuyons, vous essuyez, ils essuyons, elles essuyons. It means to wipe. For the first 3% singular only, we have to remove the Y and you have to add U. And for the third person plural also, il and elle. See the example. And move to the third rules. Verbs on CER. Les devions se cédile à la première personne du pluriel. So se cédile, it's one of the accents. So in your textbook also, français it said, what is the spelling for the français? F-A, and se cédile, A-E-S. That se cédile is one of the accent. See, for the third rule, the verb ends with the CER. That is a lancer verb. It means to launch. Okay, for the first person plural alone, we have to add a se cédile. See the example. Just lance, tu lances, il lance, elle lance, nous lançons. First person plural only, we add what? That se cédile. Nous lançons, vous lancez, ils lancent, elles lancent. It means to launch. This is the third rule. And fourth, what is the fourth rule? Verbs en GER. On ajoute un E après le je à la première personne du pluriel. So what does it mean? The verb ends with GER. we have to add E after the G for the first person plural only. What is the first person plural? Nu only. See, what is the meaning of this verb? Manger means what? To eat, and the conjugations are je mange, tu manges, il mange, elle mange, nous mangeons, vous mangez, ils mangent, elles mangent. For the first person plural, that is the nous, after the G, we have to add E. That is the fourth rule. And next, fifth, verbs ont EL. Certains verbes, prénoms and accent, d'autres doublons le L. So the verbs ends with the EL. Certain verbs, prénoms and accent. Some verbs take an accents. What are the accents? L'accent aigu, l'accent grave, l'accent circonflexe. And d'autres doublons le L. So others will take double L. See the example, appeler verb. Appeler verb, it ends with what? ELER. And what is the conjugation for the appeler verb? J'appelle, tu appelles, il appelle, elle appelle. Nous appelons, vous appelez, ils appellent, elles appellent. What is the meaning of appel? To call. See, for all for the first three person singular, we have to add double L, and for the plural, third person plural also, that is il and al, we have to add double L. That is the fifth rule. And what is the sixth rule? Verbs ont te, era. Certain verb, prénom and accent, d'autres doublons le te. So some verbs ends with ETER. Certain verb taken a accent. What is the accent? I told you, no? Accent aigu, accent grave, accent circonflexe. And d'autres doublons le te. And other take a double T. See the example, acheter verb. Acheter verb, it ends with what? ETER. It means to buy. And see the conjugation for the acheter verb. J'achète, tu achètes, il achète, elle achète, on achète, nous achetons, vous achetez, ils achètent, elles achètent. For this accent, we have to add for the first three person singular and the third person plural. See the example. And next, seventh rule. The verbs ont QUER et GUER. Conservons le U après le Q, vous le G. So the verb ends with QUER and GUER. Keep the U after the Q or G. See the example. Manquer. Manquer means what? To lack. Lack means without or deficient. That is called what? Lack. And see the conjugation. Je manque, tu manques, il manque, elle manque, nous manquions, vous manquiez, ils manquions, elles manquions. See here also for the after Q or G, we have to add U for the first three person singular as well as the third person plural. So this is all about the first group rules. And move to the second. Le verbe du deuxième groupe est ER, oppression de l'indicatif. So this is the second group, that is the deuxième group. See the definition for this one. Le verbe du deuxième groupe dont l'infinitif se terminant à IR, that is IR, et se terminant par ISS-ONS avec nous, se conjuguant comme finir. So it means the verb, that is second group verbs, it always ends with what? IR. And what is the endings for the second group? IS, IT, ISSONS, ISSEZ, ISSENT. This is the endings for the second group. And see the conjugation, will take one verb, finir. What is the meaning of finir? Finish. So this is the conjugation for finir. Je finis, tu finis, il finit, elle finit, nous finissons, vous finissez, ils finissent, elles finissent. So this is the conjugation for finir verb. And in this second group, certains verbes en ER se conjuguent comme les verbes du premier groupe. So in the second group, it always ends with ir, but some verb you have to conjugate like first group. Certain verbs are in ir, it also ends with what, ir, but you have to conjugate like a first group. So these are the exceptional verbs in the second group. So what are the exceptional verbs? Ouvrir, to open; souffrir, to suffer; couvrir, to cover; découvrir, to discover; offrir, to offer. So these are the exceptional verb. It ends with what, ir, but you have to conjugate like a first group only. See the offrir verb, to offer: j'offre, tu offres, il offre, nous offrons, vous offrez, ils offront, elles offront. So it is different. So we should not add the endings for the second group, that is is, iss, ons, issez, issent. You should not add that endings because these are the verbs are exceptional. See the example. Couvrir verb. Couvrir means to cover. And see the conjugation of this verb. Je couvre, tu couvres, il couvre, elle couvre, nous couvrons, vous couvrez, ils couvront, elles couvront. So this is all about the second group. Let us move to the third group. Les verbes du troisième groupe ont RE au présent de l'indicatif. See the first rule. Les verbes du troisième groupe. La plupart des verbes du troisième groupe se terminent par S, T, ONS, EZ, ENT, ENT. So most of the verbs in the third group end with the RE only. And what is the endings for the third group? S, T, ONS, EZ, ENT, ENT. And many irregular verbs. And see the example. Math verb. Math means what? To put. And it ends with what? RE. Remove the RE and add the endings. Je math, tu math, il math, elle math, nous mettons, vous mettez, ils mettent, elles mettent. And move to the second one. Des nombres verbes sont irréguliers et le radical est modifié. Il faut donc connaître la conjugation par cœur. So most of the verbs are irregular and their wordings is changed. We must therefore know their conjugation by heart. For the irregular verb, the spelling is different. We should not add the endings for the irregular verb. See the example. Aller verb conjugation. Aller means to go. It ends with what? Er, but it's not a premier group. Why? Because this is based on the third group, that is irregular group. And see the example. Je vais, tu vas, il va, elle va, nous allons, vous allez, ils vont, elles vont. So this is the conjugation for aller verb, means to go. So let's see the exercise which is based on your first lesson. Mettez les verbes souvent au présent de l'indicatif. Put the following verbs in the present of the indicative. First one, you have to know the meaning of the verb. What is the meaning of PA? To steal, courir, to run, perdre, to lose, conduire, to drive, appeler, to call. So this is the meaning of these five verbs. Let's see the sentence. Le voleur pille les bijoux. So what is the meaning of this one? The thief. Voler means what? The thief loots the jewels. Bijoux means what? Jewels. And second, le faux. Verb is what? Courir. Courir means to run. Pour attraper le voleur. It means le faux court pour attraper le voleur. The crowd runs to catch the thief. And move to the third sentence. Perdre means what? To lose. So what is the answer? Elle perd beaucoup de temps à regarder la télé. So she wastes a lot of time for watching TV. And fourth, le chauffeur, conduire verb. Conduire means what? To drive. La voiture à toute vitesse. So le chauffeur conduit la voiture à toute vitesse. It means Driver drives a car at full speed. And fifth one, le temio appelle une ambulance pour emmener le blessé à l'hôpital. So what is the meaning of this one? The witness calls an ambulance to take a injured to the hospital. So first verb it ends with what? Er, which is based on the premier group, and second it ends with what? Ir, which is based on the second group, and padre it ends with what? Re, which is based on the third group, and conduire also it ends with what? Re, it based on the third group, and appelle it ends with what? Er, which is based on the first group. So this is all about your first lesson exercise, one of the exercise. And move to the fifth content, that is expression de la cause. So what is the meaning of expression de la cause? Expression in the cause. See the definition for this one. L'objectif de cet article est de donner une base de vocabulaire, de mots logiques pour exprimer la cause de façon explicite et de préciser leur utilisation pour les apprenants de français. So what it defined? The objective of this article is to give a base of vocabulary. It's a base of vocabulary means what? Like because, but, since. These are the base of vocabulary in the expression de la cause of logical words to express. The cause is an explicit way to specify their use for learner the French. So because of this expression we could speak about some news and all. So because of these words, that is the vocabulary, because, but, since and all. And see the first one, parce que, it's one of the expression. Car, it is also one of the expression. Akas the, grace a, puke. These are all the which is based on the expression de la cause. See the example for the first one. Parce que plus phrase. So what is the meaning of parce que? Because. So because when it is used because, a phrase that stands clause expressing an explanation or a reason. So that time only we have used for the because expression. See the example. Il ne sort pas parce qu'il pleut. So I don't come because. Parce que means what? Because it rains. So it's one of the explaining the reasons. And move to the second. Car plus phrase. So what is the meaning of car? Car also, it is the meaning of because only. It is used for the informal language. It is considered for the formal. It does not consider for the formal conversation. So it also because only. See the example. Les trains ne circulent pas car les employés de la SNCF sont en grève. Trains are not running. Car means because the SNCF employees are strike. So car, parce que mes car ne répondent pas à la question pourquoi. So car, parce que, it means because it does not answer for the question why. And next, à cause de la pluie non. What is the meaning of a cause? Because of. A cause means what? Because of plus no means what? No. See the example. When it is used, this cause the means an account of or a reason of. So that time only we have to use a cause. See the example. Il mange très peu à cause de mauvais santé. So it is used for the negative cause only, not for the positive cause. What is the meaning of this sentence? He eats very little because of his poor health. That poor health, it refers to what? That is a negative cause. And next, move to the fourth one. Grace a plus no. What is the meaning of grace a? It is also meaning only because only. And see the example. Il peut tout manger grâce à son bonne santé. So it is used for the cause positive only. And meaning of this sentence, he can eat everything because of his good health. That good health it refers to what? Positive cause. And puker plus phrase. Puker means what? Since. Since when it is used since, a period between the time plus phrase. Phrase means sentence. Puker tu sors acheter le pain. So since you are going out, buy the bread. Pain means what? Bread. And in the bracket, cause qu'on parle person à qui l'on parle. So cause known by the person you are talking to. So this expression cause, how you are going to express your word to the people, like a formal or informal conversation, that only they are saying like this. So this is all about the expression de la cause. We will see the exercise in your lesson. First one, relay the phrase par une expression de la cause. So you have to you have to write the use with the expression de la cause, expression in cause. See the first one, il y a un accident, la circulation est blocked. What is the meaning of this one? There was an accident, one is over, and next, la circulation est blocked. The traffic is blocked. So you have to use the expression and write the answer for this question. So, puisqu'il y a un accident, la circulation est blocked. So then there was an accident, so the traffic is blocked. So second one, mes voisins sont inquiets. My neighbors are worried. This is one sentence. And leur fille n'est pas encore rentrée. Why? Because their daughter has not yet come. That's why their neighbors are worried. So what is the answer? Mes voisins sont inquiets. Why? You have to answer because parce que leur fille n'est pas encore rentrée, because their daughter has not yet come, so that they worried. And next, l'élève a obtenu un meilleur note, il a bien travaillé. So the student got a good mark and he did a good job. And what is the answer? L'élève a obtenu une meilleure note parce qu'il a bien travaillé. The student got a good mark because he did a good job. And elle est très riche. Elle voyage souvent. So she is very rich and she travel like often. So what is the answer? Comme elle est riche, elle est très riche, elle voyage souvent. As she is very rich, so that she is travel often. And next, la mère ramène Sophie chez le médecin. Sophie est enrhumée. So what is the meaning of this one? The mother takes her son to the daughter. First sentence. And second, Sophie est enrhumée. It means her son has a cold. So what is the expression we have to use? First only. La mère ramène Sophie chez le médecin parce que Sophie est enrhumée. So the mother takes her son to the doctor. Why? Because her son has a cold. So this is the first exercise which is based on an expression de la cause. Let us move to the second one. Associate. Associate means what? It's a match only. So first one, je n'ai pas envoyé le mail. It means what? I did not send the mail. So what is the answer? Why you are not send the mail? So you have to use one of the expression. See, parce que je n'ai pas the connection internet. Because I don't have your internet connection, so that I couldn't send the mail. And second one, il ne vient pas. He is not coming. Why? You have to use again the parce que only. See the comme il y a an empêchement. So has he had a prevent, so that he couldn't come. And next, tu es arrivé en retard. You arrived late. Why? Parce qu'il y avait des embouteillages. It means because there was an traffic jam, that's why he came late. And next, elle n'est pas allée au mariage. She did not go to the wedding. Why? Parce qu'elle est fatiguée, because she is tired, so that she couldn't go to the marriage. And il a brûlé le feu. He burned the fire. And what is the answer? Comme il est pressé. It means has he pressed. So that is all about the second exercise. Let us move to the last content, le négation. Négation means what? That is a negative adjectives. See the definition for this one. Les adjectifs négatifs français sont utilisés pour refuser les noms comme d'autres structures négatives. Les adjectives negative. It means French negative adjectives are used to negate or refuse the nouns, like a negative structure in the sentence and all. And see the example. And the next one is a note that accuser must agree in the gender with the thing it's refer. So in this negation, we have to use what? Ne plus accune. What is the meaning of ne plus accune? See the construction ne or accune, think meanings of none or not one or no. This is the meaning of accune. None or not one or no. And this accune must agree with the gender, like feminine or masculine. If it is feminine, mean what is the spelling for the accune? AUCUN. If it is feminine, means AUCUNE. That is they are saying it agrees the genders and all, and it is also agrees the numbers and all, like singular or plural. And see the example. Tu as une sœur accune. So sir, it means what? Do you have a sister? So accune means what? No. That sister, it refers, it is based on the feminine gender, so that we have to use what? Accune. AUCUNE. And next, je n'ai aucune idée. It means I don't have any idea. So I, it refers to what? Feminine only. So that you have to add what? E at the end of the accune. And next, il aime accune programme de télé-réalité. He likes no TV or reality shows also. So that il is refers to the masculine gender, so that we should not add endings for the E. So the answer is what? Accune. This is all about the negation. What is the formation for the negation? Means subject plus no plus subject plus no verb plus accune. This is the formation for the negation. Let us move to the exercise. Répondez à la forme négative en utilisant ne accune. You have to answer in the negative form with the use of ne plus accune. Accune, I told you know what is the meaning of accune. No or not any, like that only. And first one, vous avez un problème. What is the meaning of vous avez un problème? Do you have a problem? What is the answer? I am asking you only. So the subject will be changed. So no, je n'ai aucun problème. No, I don't have any problem. And next, elle a des amis. So she has friends. What is the formation? No, elle is a subject and n apostrophe, that is based on the negative, and a, it's a verb, and accune, it's a negative expression, ami. So no, elle n'a aucune ami. Why here I put apostrophe? Because the verb begins with what? Vowel, so that I put what? Apostrophe over there. So no, elle n'a aucune ami. No, she has no friends. And next, tu as vu quelques films? So have you seen a few movies? No, je n'ai vu aucun film. I am asking you only. So the subject is changed. So subject becomes what? Je. And next, D1, il connaît des auteurs français. So does he know any other French actors? What is the answer? No, il ne connaît aucun acteur français. No, He doesn't know any French actor. And next, if the subject are saying there is no changes in that sentence, like il means you have to write il only. If it is al means you have to write al only. And next, will you say the roman français? It means do you have a French do you read a French novels? No, je ne lis aucun roman français. No, I don't read any French novels. So this is all about your this today's video, that is 6 content. So what are the 6 contents? First one is what pronoun sujet. Second, by that is groupe de la conjugation. And third is expression de la cause. And fourth, le présent. And fifth, la négation. And sixth is all about auxiliary verb, that is être or avoir verb. So this is all about this video. I hope you are all understand this video, and just take a note on this exercise and all in your French note. Merci. Thank you all.